What if you start talking to animals? Imagine waking up tomorrow and suddenly understanding every bark, meow, and chirp around you. Now, imagine you're walking through the park and a squirrel stops you to debate the finer points of acorn storage. At the zoo, a penguin tells you jokes from Antarctica. Your cat finally explains why it knocks things off the table at 3 a.m. How would this change our world? What secrets would nature reveal? And what would animals really think about us? Let's explore this wild idea together. The idea of talking pets. First off, let's imagine you're home. You roll out of bed and your dog runs up to you, but instead of just wagging its tail, it says, "Good morning. I'm so excited for our walk today. Can we go to the park with the big trees? Oh, and by the way, I accidentally chewed up your slipper last night. Sorry about that." Whoa. Suddenly, you might find out that your cat has been judging your outfit choices all along, or that the goldfish in your living room has some pretty deep thoughts about life in a small bowl. Talking wildlife in nature. But it's not just about pets. Imagine walking through a forest and hearing the trees filled with chatty birds discussing the weather, sharing gossip about the new owl family that moved in, or complaining about noisy woodpeckers. You might even hear squirrels arguing over who found the biggest acorn. Talking animals in zoos. Now, let's think bigger. What about zoos? They'd become like international airports, with animals from all over the world sharing their stories. We could learn about life in the African savanna straight from a lion's mouth, or hear penguin jokes from Antarctica. Zookeepers would need to be expert translators, making sure everyone gets along and understands each other. Talking animals on farms. But wait, there's more. What about farms? Cows might tell farmers when they're not feeling well. Chickens could let us know if their co-op is too cramped. And pigs might share ideas on how to make their mud bars even muddier. This could lead to happier animals and better farming practices. Conversing with wild animals. Now, here's where things get really interesting. What if we could talk to wild animals? Explorers and scientists would have a field day. We could learn so much about the world around us. Imagine scuba diving and having a conversation with a dolphin about ocean currents, or chatting with a chimpanzee about life in the rainforest. We might discover that animals have their own cultures, jokes, and maybe even philosophies we never knew about. Facing realities. But it's not all fun. Can you imagine talking to animals would also mean facing some tough realities? We'd hear firsthand about the problems animals face because of humans. Endangered species could tell us about their shrinking habitats, and sea creatures might share their struggles with ocean pollution. Picture a polar bear telling you about how climate change is melting its icy home, or a whale describing the challenges of navigating oceans full of plastic. These conversations might be hard to hear, but they could inspire us to take better care of our planet and all its inhabitants. Solving problems. On the bright side, being able to talk to animals could help us solve a lot of problems. We could work together to protect endangered species, create better wildlife corridors, and find ways to coexist more peacefully. Veterinarians would have an easier time diagnosing sick animals, and we could even ask animals for their input on conservation efforts. Entertainment possibilities. But let's get back to the fun stuff. Imagine the entertainment possibilities. We could have talk shows hosted by wise old tortoises, or comedy specials featuring the funniest hyenas in the savannah. Maybe we'd discover that parrots are amazing storytellers, or that dolphins have a knack for writing catchy pop songs. Sports and daily life changes. And how do sports and life change? Sports would never be the same either. We might see cheetahs giving running tips to Olympic sprinters, or eagles coaching high jumpers on how to soar. And just think about the potential for new team sports, humans and animals working together in ways we've never imagined before. Now, let's consider how this ability might change our daily lives. Your morning jog through the park could turn into a lively chat, and you can overhear the conversations while passing out these creatures. Picnics might involve negotiating with ants about sharing your sandwiches. And beach days, well, you might find yourself in a deep conversation with a philosophical crab about the meaning of life. Responsibilities. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. If we could talk to animals, we'd need to think carefully about how to use this ability. Would we need new laws to protect animal privacy? How would we handle conflicts between human needs and animal rights? These are big questions we'd have to figure out as a society. Unimaginable learning and growth, but imagine the possibilities for learning and growth. We could gain wisdom from species that have been around much longer than us, like turtles or sharks. We might learn patience from sloths, teamwork from ants, or adaptability from chameleons. Every animal would have something unique to teach us. As we wrap up our journey through this amazing, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible diversity of life on our planet. Even without the ability to talk to animals, we share our world with some truly remarkable creatures. So, the next time you see a bird soaring overhead or a cat napping in the sun, take a moment to wonder, what would they say if they could talk? What stories would they tell? What wisdom might they share? And who knows, maybe someday, technology or some mysterious cosmic event will give us the ability to talk to them. That's all for today's episode of Think Beyond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And leave a comment below telling us what animal you'd want to talk to first if you had the chance. Until next time, keep thinking beyond the ordinary and never stop exploring the amazing reflections of our world. See you in the next episode.